Fritz, TUI AG has released half-year earnings. What are, in your view, the most important KPIs? And are you happy with the results?
Actually, I think the most important thing is net profit. Because, here I think it's important that we are on a good way on our journey to achieve oneTUI targets. And we have been 146 million better in net profit than we have been first half last year. And this is contributable to both underlying EBITDA, but also SDIs. So, the special disclosed items, have been more in line with our operating results, and that is something the financial markets have been very critical about. So our EBITDA, reported EBITDA and underlying EBITDA are more or less in line for the first half, which is a great achievement. Anyway, we have a little bit of degradation in revenues, and this is due to two effects. It is France mainly, where we planned actually the takedown of capacities. And it's a little bit of a result of our strategy of more exclusive products in Germany, where we actually didn't book as much long-tail vacations as they have been in the past. So it's not worrying at all, but we have to watch it over the next months.
Mm-hmm. That strategy is part of the oneTUI program, which you launched exactly 1 year ago. What is the status quo there, and what milestones have you achieved so far?
The oneTUI program is, as you remember, was of course establish a dividend again, which we did last year, which we were proud of. It was 1 billion of EBITDA, and particularly 100 million more in the excess of more than 100 million of cash generation per year. And we are on a very good way to achieve that for next year. This year we could already save a lot of central cost, interest cost. We could improve operational performance in both hotels and cruises, and also the cash generation of our TUI Travel business was particularly stronger, and therefore we reinforced our guidance for the full year, particularly on the underlying EBITDA. We said 6 to 12%, and we are now in a position to say double-digit. So we are very confident to achieve our guidance this year, and our guidance this year will take us to the oneTUI results hopefully of next year.
Has the consolidation of the oneTUI phase now been completed, and what's happening going forward? What are the next steps with oneTUI?
As I said, I mean the oneTUI targets are next year, so it's not in the bags. It's but we are in a good way. And now we have to think a little bit more about what we want to do after the consolidation, and that is growth. And this is actually a two-pronged approach. One is actually profitable top-line growth of TUI Travel, which will be important and will be a challenge. We have to defend or even better grow market shares. And on content, so cruises and hotels, we have to increase the footprint. So we want to, and our intention is over the next 5 years to think about doubling our content. Mm-hmm. And this will be a challenge. At the same time, we need to be capital disciplined. It's very clear you can spend a lot of money not building profitable hotels or ships. So it will be a good balance, but that is what we are thinking about right now.
Okay. If we're looking at one segment in particular, is the Robinson clubs. You have been quite critical about them. You said it's a great product, but they don't earn enough return. What's the status quo there, and how are you going forward with Robinson?
That's a very good example, because it has been high yields, so high prices per bed. It has been a great product, so people like it a lot, but our capital returns have been 6%. Through improvement of our cost position, occupancy, and also sell of 3 estates where we still operate the hotel, but where we don't own the land anymore, we have been in a position to increase our capital returns to a level of above 9%, which is, already okay. It should be even higher, but, we are on a good way. And therefore, when we think about now, based on the good operational performance on an expansion, You know, our intention is to build our Robinson footprint at up to 40 clubs. We have 24 right now, to internationalize it, to make it much bigger. We couldn't have done that with a low capital return. Now we have a much better capital return. Now we are in a position to think about it. You know, operational performance has to be good first, and then expansion, and that's what we want to do with all of our content.
Final question on the cruise business. Please tell us how happy you are with Hapag-Lloyd and with TUI Cruises.
We guided that we will have a turnaround this year. We are confident. Of course, TUI Cruises is a star. You know, its occupancy is very high. Ship number 3 for this year already has a selling rate of more than 80%. So 80% of this year's journeys are already sold. The ship's not even in the market. The luxury segment is a little bit still in the turnaround mode. We said this year the full segment will have a turnaround. Next year the luxury segment with Hapag-Lloyd will achieve the turnaround. Our management around Karl Poja is confident, and if they are confident, I'm confident. I think we are on a good way.
Okay. Good luck for that. Thank you very much for the interview, Fritz.
Thank you very much.